How do you deal with feast and famine and when you're in relationships, when you're really feeling the sway one way or the other? You're feeling that strongly. And we're going to be talking specifically about how your people's identity can get wrapped up in that.
And this is part 2 of the video we just did, so you might want to jump and see part 1.
Yeah. I'm Cathy Bertulli from theintimacydojo.com.
I'm Reid from readaboutsex.com.
And I think that the person was asking, how do you nurture yourself when you're in the famine stage and not lose your head when it's a feast? And for me, I was brought up very strongly that if you had a male in that world, a male partner that had status and value, that you were good, you were a valuable person, and if you were single, sweetie, you really should try harder. Have you thought about losing 10 pounds? And this is the language I absorb, not what I believe is true.
This is what your aunts said to you.
They kind of there was
or what society says, right?
It wasn't always said directly, but there was kind of like, oh, you don't have a date, oh, sweetie,
something's wrong with you.
Yeah, like you're just not living up to standards. And my mom, when I was getting my master's, did suggest that I drop out and get married, because it's hard to get a husband if you have a PhD, apparently. Like, there's studies on that.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. Well, I got the PhD, not married, not unhappy. But I think that I think that the swing can feel more drastic in the famine and the feast, and we can get we can get ungrounded in both sides if we're identifying our status or value as having that, like, oh my God, I have no one, I'm awful, and this is terrible, I can't do anything. Or look at all these people I have, I'm so amazing, I'm better than everyone else, versus I'm a human being, either way I have value and worth.
So how do you navigate that? Like, what's your advice for navigating that?
I think part of it's just it's not easy to change belief patterns that we've had ingrained since we were little, but just noticing, like, oh, I'm looking at that person and she's eating alone and I'm like feeling sorry for herself. I actually question our assumptions. I don't actually know. She might have just wanted to go out by herself. And
she
might
have 5 kids, and this is the first time she's had a fucking meal alone with some peace and quiet for years.
Yes. Or she might have 3 lovers, and she's just wanted quiet.
Again, peace and quiet.
Yeah. I think questioning our assumptions about other people and ourselves, and this is the same thing goes for beautyism, and like oh, that person's really pretty, she must have someone, or he must have someone, or be more valuable. Start questioning that.
Yeah, if I can tell you anything about my own experience, it's that you never know what's going on in somebody else's world.
Yeah.
You just don't. You might think you do, but you don't. Yeah. That's the main thing.
Well, that's one of the amazing benefits I got I was coaching a lot of people and around intimacy and trauma and self-sabotage, and I had such strong beliefs about pretty people. But I was doing a lot of phone coaching at the time. It was before Skype. And I would be working with these people who were sharing this, like, they were so vulnerable and they were in a lot of pain, and I was helping them through, and they were so courageous. And then I would see their photo afterwards and go, oh my God, thank God I didn't know what they looked like, because I would have had so many prejudices. They were very pretty, or like they had it all together, and why are they complaining about life when we're all human? We all have hurts. We all feel bad sometimes. And, just the weight society puts on, if you have a good partner of status, especially like someone that looks like they're a good partner, or they have a good job, or they look a certain way, or they act a certain way. If you watch TV, that's constantly bombarding you. If you go to a movie, that's constantly coming at you. Just questioning that, like, wow, I am exactly the same value when I'm with somebody or not. I don't have to get my value from someone else. I don't have to it's just because someone wants to sleep with me or someone wants to be in a relationship with me doesn't make me inherently more or less valuable to myself or to the world.
And then I'm just going to add in that, and this is all about turnaround time.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because you're going to feel better about something. And you feel better because culture taught you that was important. And then how quickly can you remember that? It's not that you can't feel better.
It's delightful to have someone you love, you're enjoying in your life.
Enjoy the delight. Where it's really useful to understand this and be able to catch yourself doing it is when you're the same situation, from a cultural perspective, that same machine is making you feel shitty.
Yes.
catch yourself then. Enjoy the good stuff. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Have fun. Feel wonderful about yourself, right? I got the promotion at work, or, you know, whatever. I found a dollar bill on the street. Yay! Like, feel good. Somebody picked me at the orgy. Great. It's when it's the negative stuff. It's still the same cultural machine. So can you interrupt that so that you don't have to feel worse?
Yeah. I'd love to know what you think too. Like, is how much this resonates, because it is nice. I feel really good when I have a partner, that I have something I want to go do stuff with. They're there. They want to be there. It does feel good. That's really normal and natural. But can you be supportive to yourself when there isn't someone there? And when there is someone there, can you still stay grounded in yourself and realize, yeah, I'm valuable whether this person is like with me or not?
You're valuable whether you watched this video or not.
We appreciate them watching it though.
I do. And you should still hit like and subscribe, but that has nothing to do with who you are as a person.
We value
You're
you.
worth it,
Yes.
whether or not you hit subscribe.
Thanks, guys.